go ahead and jump in here. Looks like Warlock. Warlock should be a really good matchup. We've fallen quite a bit testing this deck, but I think we can get it to a point where it's really good.
You asked for it.
Thorson is a card I think we always keep. It's like Alexstrasza for Freeze Mage. You don't always keep Alexstrasza and Freeze Mage, but Thorson is what makes the deck work, so we're going to keep it so we can drop it on 6 and then try to win. Thanos is nice just to filter. Go ahead and, looks like it might be Handlock. Let's go ahead and play with Thanos. I don't mind losing out on the spell damage. Kind of probably just going to tap here. And we do get to get in the extra damage in. With Blood Mage Thanos. Opponent not even tapping? That's pretty weird. Let's draw some cards. Let's hit him in the face. Doomsayer's a good pickup. Can develop this soon. Have a lot of burn to work with Thorson. Interesting that opponent chose not to tap. Probably, that might be why. Looks like opponent's playing a pretty interesting brew here as well. Frost Nova's a nice pickup with the Doomsayer. Let's go ahead and save the burn for now. For Flame Waker, potentially. Develop this, hit face. Next turn we're probably going to Frost Nova Doomsayer regardless to try to set up... No, we might not. Let's try to set up an empty board for Thorson. So... we do want a Thorson soon. I think here we could probably just start burning him out. We definitely don't want to... I think Frostbolt Ice Lance Ping is fine. We don't want to pop this with Frost Nova Doomsayer because it could make him Mal'Ganis and that would be unfortunate. So I think we wait on that and just play Thorson next turn. So for now, let's go ahead and do this. Ping him and then hit him. We might not need Flame Waker this game. Opponent has 10 cards in hand, could play a giant of some sort. Really want to avoid getting Mal'Ganis pulled out. I like that he let us draw a card because I could play Thorson. Looks like he's coining something. Looks like his own Thorson. We don't care too much though. Can just ignore his board. Let's play our own Thorson here. Next turn we can attempt to clear the board and draw a card, or we could just try burning him out. We would need another Frostbolt for that though, as well as an Ice Lance. Or just some good Flame Waker triggers. Opponent can play a 7-mana card here. Dr. Boom seems pretty powerful. Looks like he's trading Thorsons. Just go ahead and draw a card here. That's alright. Let's Frost Nova Doomsayer. Go ahead and ping this. Next turn, an Arcane Intellect would be a nice pickup. A Sorcerer's Apprentice. If this successfully clears, then a Flame Waker would be quite good as well. But I think this might die. Oh, we do have another one. I mean, nice if there was some more spell-based card draw, like another form of Arcane Intellect. That would go quite nicely in this deck. But we have to work with what we have.
So many possibilities.
Twilight Drake looks like he's gonna silence. Oh, Shadow Flame. Shadow Flame's fine because then he doesn't have as much of a clock on us. Yeah, so you kind of need a. Chemical Cold's pretty good, I suppose. We can ping this off. Chemical Cold here and go for Doomsayer again. We do want a card draw spell. If he taps, he could be in danger of dying, and this way we set up a situation where he doesn't want Jiraxis because it lowers his health. Flamewaker would be a pretty good pickup, I think, since he might have trouble clearing this. Hopefully this doesn't pull Mal'Ganis, though. And again, tapping is really scary for him. No Mal'Ganis. Well, it looks like we're going to have to kill that. Which is unfortunate, because we would have almost drawn into lethal. So let's go ahead and put out our Sorks just as a creature. And pass the turn. We really do need some card draw at this point. As well as a Flamewaker. So really we want like Arcane Intellect into... Looks like this is going to die. Not too much of a problem, I suppose. Belcher shouldn't really matter. An Ancient Watcher. Card draw. Alright, Loot Hoarder. Let's go ahead and ping face. Again, want to set up a point where Jaraxxus doesn't make us lose the game. This could draw us into Ice Lance or Arcane Missiles. That doesn't really matter too much to us. If we draw AoE, we can use that to help stall. But hopefully he taps, and then we can draw into lethal. Healbot makes us lose. Alright, no tap, but also no Healbot. So let's draw a card first. Might Flame Strike. Actually, let's Blizzard, and then let's ping face because that sets up Ice Lance lethal. And he still probably doesn't want to Jaraxxus just for one, although that might be something he wants to do. So Ice Lance is now lethal if he doesn't heal. Still have a decent amount of burn left in the deck, as well as Flamewakers. And we can use Flame Strike to clear next turn if we don't draw any of those things. Ice Lance, Arcane Missiles. So we would need, yeah. So Arcane Missiles doesn't really work here. I will clear the board though. I could ping him in the face again, but I don't really want to encourage him to heal. And I do want to clear this, since I do have the Arcane Missiles. Clearing this is basically the same as pinging his face, sort of, unless he plays other creatures. So still a lot of card draw, both Flamewakers and Ice Lance at the bottom 10 cards, but that's fine. Opponent's kind of in an awkward situation because he's not 100% sure what we're doing. I mean, he probably thinks we're Freeze Mage, but looks like he's tapping, so this is our chance to go in. Unless there's a heal bot. This is not our chance to go in fact. So let's just ping this, and not burn him, because again, we don't want to play into Jaraxxus. Have Flame Strike to clear now. Although, like, if he plays Jaraxxus, we just clear this, and then it's not the end of the world, but if we have draw Ice Lance, we have potential for lethal. Opponents probably doesn't want to tap, might just play some Giants or something, in which case Ice Lance is still lethal. Still have it somewhere in there. Flamewalker does quite a good job on this board as well, since we get to play along with 3 spells, which is 6 random damage, along with this 3 random damage, so that's 9 random damage. Which is probably enough to kill him. If he has 3 targets. So another creature. Opponent's thinking pretty hard about what to do here. This deck is always such a struggle. It's pretty fun too when you try to win. Looks like he's sack packed. Whoa, looks like our opponent's playing a pretty combo deck. So looks like he's just going for close to the kill here. So we really just need to draw like, oh my gosh. So we're quite a bit off lethal here, so I guess we just Flame Strike. You could Arcane Missiles to try to kill these. Like, I don't want to wait till Flamewaker though, and we do have another Ice Block, so I'm not super worried. So I guess we'll just ping this off and let him pop it. I doubt he plays Kezin. What do you discard? BGH? Alright. So we're gonna pop this. Now we just really needed the Flamewaker. Go Flamewaker, this, some of these. Probably have a pretty good chance of lethal next turn if he doesn't do anything too crazy. That doesn't really matter. Flamewaker? Arcane Intellect. This will probably draw Flamewaker. Alright, cool. Oh, come on. Alright, well, I guess now we just play this, probably kill it. Really? That's pretty unfortunate. Now he gets to kill this, or potentially this, but now we can probably burn him out, provided he doesn't have more heal. It's unfortunate this doesn't die, though, because now he can pop, and if he has, like, Jiraxis, it might be hard for us to kill him. We got 3 triggers, and then double arcane missiles, so I think it's pretty unlikely that this would have survived, but that's okay. I mean, if he does get to clear the board, him being at 10 does give us lethal with this and ping. Although our last cards are like Ice Lance, Arcane Intellect, a card draw spell, and some AoE. I believe another Frost Nova.
So many possibilities.
Implosion. That's fine. He didn't implosion this, which means you could probably kill it. Yep. Alright, but now we actually get to have lethal unless he has a heal bot. Awesome. Ooh, it was actually Flamemaker. Perfect clear, boys. Alright, that was a pretty sweet game. It took us way too long to win, but